If this was the surface of the sun, what would that be? You see those
Like a
filaments?
solar flare thing.
Yeah, like a solar flare. Right? It's also Kilroy was here, if you're back in World War II. Nobody? No World War II vets here?
No, me.
Yeah, and then you're past lucky.
All right. So going through a gong, we have it coming through a gong. Birth, growth, and it has to go through a gong. Transformation, decline, and back to death again. Right? And this thing? The same harp thing? All these filaments on top of the sun. Well, they come down, they go, and they shoot up. And this is sunlight. The ones that still are condensed, they will come back in again. And the ones that are light will come up. So we got sunlight goes down here, it gets really constricted, it's really small, and it gets blasted out. So you got birth, growth, transformation, decline, and death. So wood, fire, earth, metal, water. So this part here is metal. Sunlight is metal. Yang. Power. Swords, bullets, tanks.
If you did the
Structure.
elements as a timeline, it would actually be a Mobius strip because one cycles to the other and it begins over again.
Yeah, so it becomes death. It becomes like what they call those neutrinos or something.
Neutron stars.
Well, those are little things that are really small that just pass through everything.
Yeah, neutrinos.
Neutrino. So it becomes a neutrino, then it goes back into the sun again. And poof, back again. So the sun pulls and pushes at the same time. The moon pulls. So the moon is just this.
Is it like the moon is only its own force of gravity, but the sun actually radiates out and it's a gravity at the same time?
Right. So a moon is just a small sun. If more moons got stuck onto this moon, it would eventually break apart and be squished and become an Earth, and then become bigger and bigger, and then be squished and keep breaking apart until it becomes radiating out in all directions. So this is a baby sun. But you got to start here first before you can become a sun. Well, this is what my religion says, from my tribe. God made us, but after he made us, we're on our own. Voila. That's it.
Wow.
It's kind of like this. If you're God and you go, hey, what's that over there? And this air current goes, and then eventually this becomes a little tight spiral and creates a little star, and it creates a little atom, and it creates a little life form around the atom. Imagine if he had to deal with all these freaking things he had to deal with all the time. Oh my God, those guys, oh my God, everywhere is up. You can't do it. So it's up to us to rise above our level to be noticed by God before we can even think about praying to God or communicating with God. Kind of like the monkeys at the zoo. You get monkeys in the zoo, and you see the zookeeper sees one of the monkeys stack a box and climb on something else and says, oh, that's a smart monkey. Then he gives the monkey a paintbrush. He goes, here you go. Then the monkey starts painting stuff. Oh, it's a really smart monkey. And he teaches it sign languages, and then it gives it a little apartment and little girlfriends and stuff. But first you got to be able to get your paintbrush. So you got to be rising out of your box. Here's your box. This is your string, right? You're made up of all these little dots. All of us are all made up of these little teeny dots. It's like when I hit the string, boom, all these little sound waves are all over the place, or all these little light particles are all over the place. But they're just teeny little things that can be falling apart, bring them back together, really insignificant. But when you're in this box, and you're able to come out of your box, then they can see you, because you're on this side of the gong. That's even one of those symbols you see. I forget what that one's called. Oh, that's the Knights Templar symbol. This actually looks like this, I think.
Yeah, the hooked X.
Hooked act, right. What does it mean?
No one really knows.
Yeah. This also the symbol for Reiki. It's a symbol for my tribe's word for God. It means our Father who art in heaven. So you got to become one of these guys and pop out before you can get even recognized. So you got to get out of the river. That's it. It's easy. Once you do it.